Welcome back to Real Stories. Jennifer Lopez, the life of one of our favourite pop icons, told through the stories of people that have known her, loved her and shared a flavoured pack of chewing gum with her. Joining me in the cafe are The Sun's Gordon Smart, hey Gordon, and More Magazine's Abby Pethelus. Look, there they are, over there.
Hi.
Right, if you've only just joined us, you've missed Jen conquering the dance world, conquering the movie business, conquering the perfume industry and conquering the music charts. Next up, it's time for a slight change of pace. After the high-profile falling apart of the Bennifer brand and a succession of poor movie reviews, Jen seeks comfort from an old friend, one-time boyfriend and Latino superstar, Marc Anthony. Yeah, you guessed it, they get together and get married. But this time, it looks like she has found her love match and Jen sits back to grow the J.Lo brand.
It was very evident that what she really wanted to do was get married and be in, what appeared to at least be a healthy relationship and have children and have some sense of normalcy, which she definitely hadn't had probably 5 years prior to marrying Marc Anthony.
She looks to her Latina roots as she collaborates on a number of projects with her husband, including both producing and co-starring with him in El Cantante and producing her first Spanish-language album. And it seems the family life suits Jen nicely.
She was a guest mentor on Idol. 2 or 3 years back, she changed a lot because she was now married. And Marc, her husband, took a whole load off her in terms of rehearsals. He did the whole sound check for her. He supervised everything, so that all she had to do was just to come in and be her pretty little self and sing. So a great weight was lifted off her shoulders, it really was. And she was a different person. She was happy-go-lucky, no cares in the world, just out there and perform.
Rumours of pregnancy crop up, which the couple try to deny, but soon it becomes pretty obvious. The birth of the couple's twins Emmy and Max follows. They burn through 3 nannies before finally choosing to take the babies with them everywhere they go. Family life is all important for Jen for a little while, but eventually, after 7 years of marriage to Marc Anthony, she calls it off and she's on her own again. 7 years in the life of Jennifer Lopez there, distilled into 2 minutes of what we call TV magic. The things you can do with the will to condense and, of course, an edit suite. Abby, I'm going to put this in the simplest terms. Why, oh why, is Jennifer Lopez with Marc Anthony?
She's at that age where every woman's biological clock starts to tick, so she needs to find someone to settle down with. Family's important to her and she wants to start having kids of her own. She said that he makes her feel safe. So I think it was a good match for her to sort of start that new part of her life. And, she's nailed a career, but she's never nailed a private life.
So we can all sit here and speculate as to what's going on, but, I mean, do you know? Can you give us an inside track as to why they may have split?
Well, there are a lot of very good conspiracy theories flying around. One of them...
Good.
Yeah.
Love that.
One of them involves Scientology, which seems to be perceived as a bit of an odd religion that sort of takes a hold of a lot of famous people. So that was suggested. The other suggestion was that J.Lo had met a young dancer called Casper Smart, who is no relation, I would like to add.
Shame. Let's try and end this on a high note, shall we? And watch as Jen splashes straight back into the public consciousness. She's been the best dancer she can be, the best actress she can be, the best singer she can be, the best businesswoman she can be, and the best mum she could possibly ever be. Now it's time for her to be the best TV talent show judge on American television. Jen certainly is the queen of reinvention, and having disappeared a little from the public radar for a few years, the announcement that she is set to be a judge on season 10 of American Idol sparks a resurgence in her career.
Idol to start with has an audience of about 30 million people every week. So the exposure is just incredible. And I think her deal was, at this time, she was allowed to air her new video on Idol, a full 4-minute version, aired as soon as the video was made available. But it wasn't just that, it was the fact that she was on Idol every week and people liked her and she was a good performer. And what's more, she was exposed to the public, which she hadn't been for some time.
The American public take Jen into their hearts.
I love you guys!
And she throws herself into the show.
Jennifer was always watching and always putting her 2-piece in, and she would come in and put her arm around me and say, okay, this, I think you need to do this. This week is important. I had some nice flavored pack of gum. I'd always throw her away. Just those kind of little things. It was fun. It was fun.
Her popularity reaches a new high, and she's named People magazine's most beautiful person in the world 2011 at the age of 41. Baby, if A change of record labels and a successful collaboration with Pitbull mark a comeback in her music career. 3 multi-million selling albums, several hit blockbusters, a Golden Globe nomination, and another series of American Idol on the way. Then there's the clothing line, the fragrances, and the cosmetics. With an annual income estimated at $25 million, things are looking pretty sweet for Jenny from the block. Did you see it? Did you? A little twinkle in Stefano's eyes as he mentioned sharing gum with Jen. Another one. Another man under the Lopez spell, and who can blame him? So since she split with Mark Anthony, she's on the market again, and there have been plenty of potential suitors. Gordon, in a nutshell, what's the goss?
Bradley Cooper, voted recently the best-looking man in the world, star of Limitless, The A-Team and The Hangover. That's looking like it could be the next big relationship, I think.
There's beautiful children written all over that partnership, isn't there?
Absolutely. Another one was Casper Smart, as we mentioned earlier, the dancer, who was talking about her in rather gushing terms in the newspaper the other week, saying that she still has a wonderfully lithe body for a woman of her age.
A wonderfully lithe body.
Yes.
OK, that's us up to date. We are in the present day. Jen really has done it. Everything she set out to do. She's been a dancer, she's been an actress, a singer, she's built an empire, she's nailed it every single time. Gordon, can you think of anybody who's managed to cross over so successfully?
Vinnie Jones.
He's one hell of an actor and footballer, you're right.
You could argue The Rock from wrestling to acting. I'll tell you somebody that will do it, Nicole Scherzinger.
OK, see, now I'm kind of taking you slightly seriously.
Yeah.
Do you think she can go on and do movies?
Well, yeah, she's got Men in Black 3 coming up next year and a few other big blockbusters, so I think so. Dancer to pop star, Formula 1 stars, Mrs. movie star.
It is time now for some predictions. She's riding high again, as we've established. Gordon, using your inside celebrity knowledge, the next few years for Jen.
There's only so long she can shake that backside around. I think it's probably wise that she maybe changes her direction slightly at some point.
OK, and on that note, Abby, what about you?
I think she's going to continue to build a brand and maybe move into high fashion like Victoria Beckham with the clothes designing. But also, I want to see her get into a relationship with someone like George Clooney, rekindle some of that romance they had on screen, take it off screen. I think it could work.
I think, though, the way you're kind of coming about this is a little too small fry for a driven Latino supernova from the Bronx. Allow me to fill you both in. First, she buys her own TV channel so she can be on 24/7 in every household around the world. Every hour on the hour, instead of a news bulletin, there is a J.Lo dance breakdown, and she slowly battles worldwide obesity. Yeah? OK. Secondly, she hires a team of crack scientists to extract the special J.Lo age-defining gene. In their lab, they distill said gene into a medicine which stops people looking any older than they were when they were just 19, like Jen.
I think we all know why she doesn't look any older than she did when she was 19.
Oh, you. That was Real Stories, Jennifer Lopez. I hope somewhere in amongst the mountain of men, perfume, Hollywood hits, dance breakdowns and platinum-selling albums, you managed to get a feel for what has made little Jenny Lopez from the block into the biggest Latina superstar on the planet. Take inspiration, people. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
Turn it up and turn it on.